Yo, what's up, everyone? Another Saturday live stream, this time with JakeThePog. We're going to be talking about some VIZ releases and stuff like that. So, yeah, anyone who's not familiar with Jake, this is Jake.
Why, hello.
Let's see who's in the chat. Yeah, what's up, Kai, Kier, Sebastian? Yo, Sebastian's been subbed for like a long time.
Yeah.
Caitlin. Let's see. We're also doing this off of StreamYard, which is a little different than usual. This just allows for easier kind of collab streaming. Hopefully we shouldn't run into any issues. It's been pretty good.
I saw your stream with like Dendor, and it was pretty good. So
yeah, it did. Ever since I upgraded my internet, it's been working pretty well. It used to be pretty bad though. I would not have been able to stream on anything.
yeah, my internet's been like pretty crappy as of late. So happy.
Oh, let me. I'm gonna go ahead and put your. I'll put your channel link in the description.
Pog?
I feel like a lot of people are probably familiar with you, but
yeah, most of them probably.
In case. Let's see. Live details.
What's up, Prom? I see the What's Up Playboys.
Yeah, what up, Prom? Get Prom on here one day.
Imagine not being so.
Let's see. JakeThePog.
Let's not bring JakeThePog into this too. Jeez.
Real Volume 15. Real Volume 15, I'm pretty sure is in released in Japan, but I'm not 100% sure. If it's not, it's like scheduled to release. It's finished. It's definitely done. And he said he's going to be focusing on Real than Vagabond. So rip Vagabond for a while.
I think Real Volume 15 came out in November, actually, for Japan. I don't know when it's coming out for English, but I think it's when it came out in Japan.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's already out.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, so let's go ahead and get the ball rolling. Put this over here. Let's see. Ooh. Okay, there we go. So put the comments right there.
Imagine not using dark mode on Twitter. Couldn't be me.
Hey. I mean, listen. On my phone it's dark mode, but I don't use Twitter on here on my desktop.
Oh, okay, okay. That's respectable. That's respectable.
Wait, he's gonna go back to Vagabond. He's like he wants to finish Real before he finishes Vagabond, so he's kind of on I guess you would say hiatus. But yeah, so today we're gonna be talking about the VIZ releases, VIZ news, VIZ announcements. Most of you guys, not most of you guys, but some of you guys are probably familiar with this. Some of you may not be. I'm relatively familiar with most of these. I saw a bunch of these that got released, but yeah, just wanted to go ahead and kind of talk about them a little bit. So VIZ Media, the other day, yesterday, they came out with a bunch of announcements on Twitter. Some are pretty good. Some are not that great, but it is what it is. So this is when they started. The first announcement, Hideo
Kojima, I think is how you say it. Well, hello guys. I think East's internet might have been a little bit off the walls. So, how's everyone doing?
All right, you good, Jake?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, yeah, I knew I jinxed myself by saying we shouldn't have any issues.
I just see it like freeze up. I'm like,
Yep.
Is he having trouble saying Kojima because my camera's right in front of you? So it's just like, oh.
All right. Well, this was the first announcement. But do you know what this is? Because I'm not really familiar with what this first announcement is.
I have absolutely no idea, but from the creator of Death Stranding and Metal Gear Solid 2 games, and then he is a meme lord on Twitter from what I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
But seeing this being a manga, or I don't know if it's a manga or a light novel made by him, I don't even know how I feel. I feel like it's just gonna be a meme book at this point, and I'm not hyped.
Did you play Death Stranding?
A little bit of it, not too much.
I heard who was talking about it? It might have been on Trash Taste, but apparently there was like a bunch of different people in that, including Junji Ito.
Yeah, like a lot of people are in Death Stranding. The actor who played Daryl from Walking Dead was like the main character.
Yeah, I knew he was the main character, but I didn't know he threw in so many other people. Like I had no idea Junji Ito. I watched a playthrough, but not like a full one. I was just kind of interested in what was going on.
I think like a quarter way through, so I know a little bit. But it's kind of funny how he made Death Stranding and Metal Gear Solid, and this is the manga that gets released for him. Because those two games are like very serious games, and then you go that and you just see a meme book.
Yeah. So so not starting off like super strong with their tweets. Then the next tweet, absolute banger. We have Animal Crossing New Horizons Deserted Island Diary, a new manga series featuring your favorite villagers, debuts fall 2021. I know Manga Unboxed is like super hyped about this. I know Base Senpai is also super hyped about this. I think both of them have actually already pre-ordered it. I don't even think you can pre-order it yet. What are you saying?
I'm not hyped for this at all.
I'm pretty sure Based actually like contacted VIZ and asked them for a review copy, so that's pretty great.
I think the best thing about the first two like announcements for like some of the comments and one guy just asking for the Jujutsu Kaisen light novels, just spamming on every announcement. It was just so funny.
Why is that so like hype?
Because it's just funny on every single one of the announcements. He's there and he's like one of the first people.
I've been hearing about that. It's like kind of a meme.
I think he ratioed one of the tweets. It's kind of funny.
That is pretty funny. So next announcement, we have the box set 4, which I mean, it's a pretty good announcement, just only because we knew it was coming. But you know, it's one of those things where it could have been announced yesterday, or it could have been announced like a year from now. So I guess the sooner the better, because no one wants to pick up all the singles for retail.
Yeah, I agree. I think that one thing I'm hyped for though is that I'm actually predicting that every One Piece box that comes with like a 100-page like little manga book thing, and I'm predicting that this one will probably have Shokugeki no Sanji, which I would be super hyped for because that like 2 one-shot chapters were really good. So having that physically would be really insane if we got that.
Yeah, no, I'm actually pretty excited just because I think up to 74. Okay. So this would help me catch up. Yeah. And I plan on reading it pretty soon, so
I mean, I'm gonna reread it when you read it, so
yeah. I mean by the time this drops, hopefully I'll be at least on my way, if not fully caught up to like what I own.
Okay. I mean that's like what 6 months from now, so you have time.
Well, the other thing is too, which people definitely need to realize is to like not buy these things for full retail when they drop, because it's definitely going to be tempting. And I don't know if Amazon's going to come out the bat and just price them at full retail, or if they're going to like just come out and discount them like what they normally would. But if they're not discounted, definitely would wait like a month, and then they're going to be discounted like normal, just because box sets at full retail, they're still a better deal than buying on the singles, but it's like you can wait a month or two and it's going to drop down a lot.
Yeah, I feel that. One thing I'm going to be like super depressed about this box set is One Piece's box sets usually go off the first major arc with the art of the box set. Yep. So I wish it had Whole Cake art, but I know it's going to have Dressrosa art, which is very depressing to me because Whole Cake's aesthetic is so much better to me than Dressrosa, but that's just my opinion. I just rather have a Whole Cake style box set than a Dressrosa one.
Oh, you're talking about the box itself?
Yeah, like the actual box. Like every single One
Mm,
Piece box is off the first arc, like first major arc. So like box set
gotcha.
1 has East Blue, box set 2 is Skypiea, and box set 3 is Thriller Bark. And I feel like box set 3 should have Paramount War Art, but
Hmm.
you know. Yeah.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, here's Ichigo. We don't care. Translate. Jujutsu Kaisen line.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. No, one of the tweets later on, it's like a gag manga, and I think he ratioed that tweet because that tweet
Jeez.
didn't even get 1K likes, and that one got, I think his got a couple K on that.
Yeah. Speaking of dope like box set artwork, I think this one. I think Demon Slayer could actually have a pretty sick box set.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know. This is interesting. I've heard some mixed feelings about this. For the consumer, it's definitely great, but for Viz, like on a business side, there was definitely some talk on Twitter where it was like, why are they releasing this when people are still buying the singles for full price? Which is definitely true.
I mean,
and they can't even keep them in stock either. So it's like people are paying way more on like eBay for these than like I don't know.
Yeah,
Kinda
Volume
crazy.
11 has been like out of stock for a while now. Like, I had it, but like I don't have any more. I sold it, but Volume 11 was out of stock for a couple months. I think a couple other volumes were too. But I feel like this box set might help because it might get a lot more people into it because it's gonna be cheaper. Plus, if they do it like how I want it, because I feel like it's gonna be the box that Nezuko is in. That's probably how they're gonna do it. I feel like that would be cool, and I feel like that would actually get a lot more people into it.
What did Prompt said Demon Slayer. Hey, I mean, listen.
I have to agree with them.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. So I will. Some people will probably say you're wrong, but
I wouldn't.
to be honest with you, I have not been interested in picking up the singles. I think I have Volume 1. Now, when this releases and it goes on sale, I might end up picking it up if it drops down low enough. But I don't know. I'm not really too interested in Demon Slayer. Never really was too interested. Let me see.
For me, there's only two ways I would actually. They have to have two things that would make me want to buy this box set. First, box set has to be Nezuko's box, and the extra little gift for the Demon Slayer movie. The first million people who saw it got like a little extra like book about Rengoku that was like 100 pages. If that's in there, I would buy it because Rengoku is one of my favorite characters in Demon Slayer. But I don't like Demon Slayer that much because, as you can tell, I sold it. So like, I would only get it on those two conditions. Otherwise, I'm not getting it at all, in my opinion.
So Prompt said on a positive note, Demon Slayer Haikyuu, the only series that looks good with a new Viz logo, but it's not even all new Viz. Like even in the picture, it's like 1 through 7 is a different Viz logo than 9 through whatever. But to be fair, actually, I do like the yellow Viz logo.
I think for when the box set releases, they're just gonna make them all new Viz logo. I don't think they're like Shonen Jump logo. I think they're all gonna be the yellow ones. I don't think they're gonna split it up. So I don't know.
Someone's a little butthurt down here.
For me though, I would rather have Promised Neverland box set announced. That's just me. And I think when they announced this, they actually announced 2 spines because I don't think they showed off Volume 23 and 22 spine yet. So they actually showed it off in that picture, if I'm not mistaken. So that's also a little cool thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just hoping the actual box set itself looks pretty cool because there's definitely a lot of potential. Yeah,
there's a lot of potential with that box set. What it looks like. So I agree. Yeah, it could be cool, but I don't know yet.
Let's see. So next announcement, the My Hero Academia official character guide. I mean, it's I don't really have a lot of interest in it, but My Hero Academia has a lot of hype, and it does have a lot of characters, so I could see why this is releasing, but I don't think this is like a huge announcement.
Yeah, I like the cover for it a lot, I'll admit, but like I only have the Berserk guidebook, and that's because I got it for free, and I don't think I'll ever get this guidebook. I like My Hero, I just don't like Deku as a character, so that might be one thing, but I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna get this guidebook, but I'd rather. For me, for a lot of these like guidebooks and stuff, I'd rather them just like announce a new series than a guidebook. But what can you do?
I mean, My Hero Academia, I would not be happy if they released a new like side series because there's already enough for that specifically. But I don't know. It's just one of those things. But then so Marcus Price said, I agree. A Promised Neverland box set was announced. That'd be litty. Yeah, dude. If a Promised Neverland box set was announced, that'd be sick. It's how many volumes is it?
I think it's gonna be 20 or 21. So it would have been a perfect size. Just
It's
like
not.
Demon Slayer.
It's not finished printing though in English, right?
No, but by the time that this would have been coming out in fall 2021, it would have been. Because Demon Slayer hasn't finished either.
Oh, really?
So, Demon Slayer's volume 20 or 21, and it has 23.
Ooh, that's interesting, actually.
Yeah, I didn't expect them to announce it in this one. I expected them to announce it in summer, because that's when it would have been finished.
I mean, granted, if they had to pick a series, Demon Slayer would probably be like the more hyped one.
Yeah.
But if they were thinking about money, The Promised Neverland probably would have been better, because I can bet you that The Promised Neverland's doing less in U.S. sales than Demon Slayer is on like Viz Media singles. So if they were trying to sell more singles, I guess they could have waited for Demon Slayer.
Plus, they're selling they're releasing the Promised Neverland singles way slower. It's like 3 months per volume instead of Demon Slayer having like one every month or 2 months. So I feel like it would just been better for a Promised Neverland one. So plus they have so much like side stories for Promised Neverland they could have added. I think they have one for Ray, Isabella, and Kron. I think they have 3 extra chapters for them that are all like 50 pages, so that could have been a cool little thing they could have added too. But I feel like it will happen in the future, though. I feel like it definitely will. But
so my Manga Academia said I have that guidebook in Japanese. I thought it'd never release and get an English release. Yeah, it's that's interesting. I wonder if it's going to be the exact same one.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was the exact same, to be honest. But I might get it, but I don't know. I think the cover art's really sick, which would probably make me want to get it. But like, I don't think it will have enough for me to want it.
Yeah. Kieran Tommy said, I wonder how long Jujutsu Kaisen is going to be. I have no idea. Couldn't even tell you.
I think I made a prediction. It's going to probably be around 30 to 40 volumes, in my opinion. Because they said there's going to be 3 incidents, and we're 15 volumes, and in Japan, there's only been 1. So I'm thinking that's going to be like 30 to 40, in my opinion.
Yeah.
From that.
Let's see. Next one. This is kind of in the same boat a little bit, but One Piece Pirate Recipes. The recipes that power the One Piece crew, brought to you with flair and style by Chef Sanji. Available fall 2021.
I'm getting it, so I can't say anything. I'm going to make a video with this volume too, and I know it, but...
This is definitely interesting. I feel like this could definitely inspire some YouTube cooking content.
That's what I was going to do.
Now, I haven't read One Piece yet, so like I don't know like what this entails. But
even as like someone who's read One Piece, I don't even know what this entails, because I feel like this could either be like just a recipe book, or it could just be a manga of Sanji actually saying how to cook it.
Well, that's like it's also like, what is this going to look like? Is it going to be like a normal volume? Is it going to be like a, maybe like a larger? Because usually cookbooks are pretty damn big.
Yeah, I know. So like,
is it
that's
going
what I'm
to be?
confused.
Yeah, is it going to be like directions with like pictures and stuff? And like usually the pictures are colored. This is going to be interesting to see.
Yeah.
Like how they're going to format it.
I mean, if they do it like the cover art, because I think this might be just the cover with like translations on the right side instead of kanji. If they do it like that, I feel like I would definitely like it, and I definitely make a video on it of just cooking. I've already had this idea ever since it got announced. I was probably gonna just cook the recipes in here.
No,
but
I mean, fair enough. This is probably being translated from Japanese, so this probably already exists.
Yeah, I could have probably just looked up what's inside of it. So, but. I hope it's not huge, since if I want to put it on my bookshelves, I don't want it to be like... I'd rather have it, like, smaller. I don't want it to hit, like, the top of my bookshelf. So.
No, that's fair. Oh, this is a huge one. So, Kaiju number 8, Volume 1.
So hype.
This one is... This is a really, really good manga. I made a video on it like months ago when it first came out. I read maybe the first chapter, 2 chapters, something like that, and made a video on it, and it was so good. I stopped reading because I wanted to wait until I got a physical, and it's definitely coming a lot sooner than I thought.
Yeah, it's like the second volume isn't even technically out yet in Japan. It comes out next month in March, which is actually insane that they're printing this without a second volume out yet. Like they announced it.
Yep.
But this is one of the best sold volume ones in Shueisha history for like the first week, so it makes sense. But I've been reading it like weekly, and it's just gotten better. I just don't think I've ever had a chapter where I just was like not left in like, oh my god, this is so good. I love Kaiju so much.
This is weekly chapters, right?
Yeah, but it's like 3 chapters and then one chapter like one break. But that 1 week break, they released like 5 color pages.
Oh, gotcha. So this isn't going to be like a super slow. I mean, it could be depending on what happens in the future, but like right now, this isn't looking like a super slow release schedule once it actually starts dropping, I would imagine.
Every like 2-3 months, probably. I would assume. But there's one thing I would hope that they do is those like they call it like 8.1 chapters where they put like the color chapters. I really hope they put the color pages in the volumes because I think they do in Japan, but I don't know what they're going to do with English because like I would really want those color pages because I even have those color pages on my phone background because like they're cool.
Yeah. Well, you know what I would actually love to see with this series too. It'll probably just be a normal Shonen Jump volume, but if it was a VIZ Sig, that'd be really cool too.
To be honest, it's gritty enough to be a Sig, but I don't think it will.
No, I don't think it will either.
But I just want it so bad. But yeah, it's so good.
Next announcement was Akira Toriyama's Manga Theater, a collection of action-packed short stories from the famed creator of Dragon Ball. Drops fall 2021, will be released as a single hardcover edition. That's pretty sick.
Yeah.
Definitely buy this off of like Amazon, so it's a little cheaper. I'm just seeing the Jujutsu Kaisen light novel comment again.
Yeah, he's doing every single one.
But yeah, no, this is pretty cool. Who was it? The Omnibus Collector made a video yesterday, probably, and he was saying he's actually been waiting for this like for a long time. So that's pretty cool. This is coming.
I don't actually have anything from Akira Toriyama yet. I've read Dragon Ball, but I have to get the box sets. I'm really hyped because I'm gonna probably get this, but I'm really hyped to read it. It looks good, so
yeah, it's definitely interesting. I'm not too big of a Akira Toriyama fan. Not that like I dislike him. I'm just saying like I don't really collect a ton of his stuff, but I do happen to have Sandland and Dr. Slump. And Sandland's really good. Well, I have Dragon Ball too. Dragon Ball's fantastic, but I have Sandland. Sandland's really, really good. I recommend that. It's just a one-shot. And then Dr. Slump, I think there's like 16 volumes or something like that. There's a decent amount of volumes for Dr. Slump. But it is kind of funny. His artwork is very similar to everything else. And it's like, you look at these characters and it just totally reminds you of Dragon Ball, like Goku right here.
Yamcha on the top of the left volume and Master Roshi on the bottom.
So I mean, you know, it is what it is, but it is pretty funny.
I feel like it has potential to look really sick though, like cover spine back. I feel like it has really good potential because that looks like the covers of those singles look really nice too.
Yeah.
So
let's see. If I wanted to read about Gohan in manga, which Dragon Ball series would I have to pick up? Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z?
He first shows up in Z, I think, right?
I believe so.
I think he first shows up in Z because Dragon Ball is all of Kid Goku, and then Z has like the time skip, and then
I don't think
Goku's an adult.
I don't think Gohan's in Dragon Ball at all.
Me either. I think he's like the protagonist of the Cell Saga though, so basically he is.
Yeah, Dragon Ball, from what I remember, it's like the very, very basic characters, and then towards the end, I mean, you get introduced to a couple more, but it's more so like once you get into Z, that's when everyone starts up.
Yeah. So.
Hold on. Hunter says, "Will you ever read Hajime no Ippo, even though it doesn't have English physicals?" Maybe. It's definitely consideration, but not something like that I'm gonna read super soon. If that makes any sense. But I know Lo reads it.
I hear
And
nothing
he
but
does
good
like,
things.
yeah, he does like weekly chapter reviews and stuff like that. So he is really into it. So next announcement, Full Metal Alchemist: A New Beginning is available fall 2021. Complete your Full Metal Alchemist Full Metal experience with this Winry focused light novel, never before published in English.
This hurts me.
I mean, I don't really know exactly anything about this, but I don't know. How do you feel, Jake?
For me, I love FMA. It's definitely up there. So I don't know if it's in my top 20, but I think it. I really like it, but Winry is by far my least favorite character. So this just hurts me. Well, we could have a light novel about any other character that's more interesting. Like, if you got a light novel about like Ling and Greed, that would have been so much better than Winry. But that's just my opinion. I just hate Winry, to be honest. Like, I'm not trying to be like sexist or anything. She's like one of the only girls in the cast, but like she's just not good of a character, in my opinion.
Yeah, I haven't read Full Metal yet. I'm collecting the perfect editions or whatever they're called, but
it's really good. I mean, I don't think there's flaws in it, but like, it's just about enjoyment. That's why I don't think it's in my top 20. I think it's like one of the more well-written series out there. But
yeah.
But my opinion, I'll skip the box set. I'm not getting the Full Metal editions. So
how do you feel about that, Jake?
Winry was my first waifu. I'm sorry, Gideon. I'm sorry about the pain. I'm sorry about the pain you were put through as a child. I think Prom actually made a great point there. Make one about Scar. Scar would have been an amazing character to make a light novel about, actually, thinking about it. Yeah, and Kai. Kai also said it, yeah. No one cares a damn about Winry except Ed, yeah. Winry is just like, I think the unanimous, like, not as good as anyone else character, but like, Scar would have been sick thinking about it.
So the next announcement is, however you pronounce this, Frieren, Beyond Journey's End Volume 1, releases fall of 2021. For immortal elf Frieren, the adventures are over. Now a new adventure begins, figuring out what to do with the rest of her life. There was someone who actually was kind of excited for this. It might have been Omnibus Collector, I'm not sure. But is this a light novel or a manga? Do you know, Jake?
It's a manga. This is one of the, I think it's a manga from what I've heard, but it's one of the better selling things in Shonen Sunday, which I'm kind of. Oh, there's Ichigo again with the Jujutsu Kaisen light novel, but for me, I'm kind of hyped for this because we don't really get much Shonen Sunday stuff other than like, I'm gonna say it again, even though it's not the podcast, but it's a Warabito. We got what else? Komi and Magi. Like those are the main three we've gotten. So I'm kind of hyped to see more Shonen Sunday stuff come to English. And I've heard this is actually really good, so I can't wait. I'm probably going to pick this one up, see how I like it.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds interesting. I don't know if it's up my alley, but I'm definitely excited to hear what people think of it. It sounds like an interesting plot in terms of, like, basically being retired and now just, like, I don't know, just figuring out something to do, maybe.
Yeah, I think it has a decent plot. I'm probably going to pick it up, see how I like it. So.
Announcement, Pom Poms.
This hurt me.
Releases 2021.
This hurt me so
fun
bad.
Pom Poms of Hello Kitty, My Melody, and all your favorite Sanrio collectors. Oh, okay.
Okay. My opinion on this, if you saw my Twitter, you'd know. This should not have been announced, and we should have got Kimono Jihen instead. But this just makes me depressed.
I don't even know what this is.
I don't either. Like, we got some random Hello Kitty stuff, but I'd rather literally just get a new series, just please. Like, when I saw this, I thought about the last announcements when we got Mashal, Undead Unluck, Fist of North Star, and JoJo's Part 5. I'm like, this is what we're getting this time. And it hurt me. So,
I mean, I don't know, man. This looks pretty. I mean, you see this little hamster over there?
Bro, I see that little frog thing in the middle, like, right? Bro, that got me. I'm acting up. Yeah,
it's a great looking frog, though. Let's see. So, next announcement, Mao Volume 1 releases fall 2021. Rumiko Takahashi, yes.
Yeah.
Latest work takes us back to Taisho era, Japan, infested with demons, and only an exorcist named Mao can end them. Another exorcist manga. Interesting. This looks older, though.
Yeah, I think this. It's made by Rumiko. I think this is one of her latest works, if I'm not mistaken. But
is it a girl?
Yeah, yes, it is.
What else does she make?
She made Oh, what else has she made? She made
Name
Maison-
sounds very familiar.
Yeah, she made Maison no Koku. She made. Why is it all slipping my head?
Oh,
She made a
let me look
lot.
it up.
Inuyasha. She made Inuyasha.
Oh, Inuyasha. Okay.
She made
Yep.
Inuyasha.
Oh, that art
and-
style actually looks familiar.
Yeah, a lot of her stuff looks the same. Everything's slipping my mind, but yeah, she made quite a few things. Usura, I think I forgot the name, but yeah, I'm really into Exorcist manga, so I'm probably gonna pick this up, in my opinion.
I mean, it's definitely a pretty popular topic in terms of you got Blue Exorcist. I mean, and technically not all Exorcist manga, but if it has to do with demons, you got Blue Exorcist. You have kind of Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, or Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, yeah.
Yeah, Demon Slayer.
I consider it. Twin Star.
Probably a bunch of other ones too.
Twin Star doesn't go off demons, it's category, but they're literally just demons.
Yeah.
And another thing I'm hyped about is this is another Shonen Sunday thing. Like you see, like the SS comics, that's Shonen Sunday, so I'm hyped about that too. Oh yeah, she also made Ranma. That's the other one I was trying to think of. Ranma half she made.
Oh, okay, yep, that makes sense.
She made a lot of stuff. I just always forget about it.
It said, what manga did you struggle to get the most? Struggle probably Zatchbell, just because I had to go through a lot of trials and tribulations to get it. What about you, Jake? Out of your collection?
See, there's a lot of things that I had difficulty getting, but most of the things that I had difficulty getting, I still don't have the full series of. So for my most, like the hardest thing I've gotten in my collection is probably me 20th Century Boys, even though I was still missing 17 and 19. I have 21st Century Boys singles, but thinking about it, that's really the main thing I had trouble with. And right now I'm getting Battle Royale and Monster Hunter Flash Hunter, which are kind of annoying to get. So yeah, those two are really hard for me. But not Twin Star, 20th Century Boys is insanely hard for me right now.
Yeah. There was another question. Hold on 1 second. Are you going to be watching any of the anime next season, like Shaman King or Tokyo Revengers? Possibly. To be honest, I don't really watch too much anime, so I mean, if something gets really hyped up, I'll probably end up watching it. But even like Jujutsu Kaisen, I haven't started watching. Shaman King, I know is really hyped up, but I didn't really grow up with Shaman King. And then what was the other one?
Tokyo Revengers.
I've heard really good things about Tokyo Revengers lately.
Yeah.
I know. I think Uchu Shelf really is like on the bandwagon to try to bring it back. Not try to bring it back. Try to get it translated. And I think Kodansha has rights to it, and I believe either it's translated or it's translating digitally.
Yeah, it's digital.
Not physically.
Yeah, it's digital right now. It's in digital prison. But I'm watching both of those. I think that's the only things I'm watching next season. Unless I don't know if Bleach got announced for spring 2021. If it did, I'm watching that. But
oh, that's an interesting one actually. I was talking to my cousin about this. I don't know if I've asked you yet, Jake, but do you think they are going to have a anime only ending for Bleach? Like, do you think they're actually gonna maybe try to please the fans by doing something a little different than how the manga ended? Because I know how the manga ended, it kind of gave the fans had a bad reception to it, I feel like, overall.
Well, for the ending of Bleach, I feel like because Kubo had like an ending in mind, but they kind of cut it short. So like, yeah, you have 10 chapters left, and you got 2 chapters in. Then they're like, yeah, you only have 2 chapters left to end it.
Mm-hmm.
So he literally got like 6 or 8 chapters cut off from what he was supposed to get. Mm-hmm. So I feel like what the anime might do is ask Kubo what he was going to try to do for the ending, so then they can get more for like the flesh out instead of having it just straight on rushed. Because I don't hate the ending of Bleach, but yes, it is definitely rushed. But I think that for Kubo's sake, him getting just this 1 ounce of luck this one time, I hope Studio Period just went, Kubo, what did you have in mind for the ending of Bleach? Because Kubo with Jump just had a rough time throughout all of his stints with Jump.
Yeah, I think it's I would be really shocked if going into finishing the last season, knowing what they know and knowing the fans were not too pleased with the ending, if they just like go exactly how the manga ends and like don't change anything, I'd be a little shocked, to be honest. I'd be a little shocked, and it's like, why even finish the anime? I don't know.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, even where I hate saying it, the Eisen arc where it ends off, it is a decent ending. It does say the end for the last episode of the anime. It says the end, but I'm gonna say I definitely hope that they actually asked Kubo how he wanted to end the 1,000-year blood war arc and just end Bleach and just end it that way instead of what they actually got.
Yeah. Kov said he donated $5. Thank you for donating $5. He said, "When are you unbanning me?" You know, maybe we can talk about it after this. But I don't take bribes for unbanning. Sorry, but yeah, we can definitely talk after the stream though. Next announcement, we have My Love Mix Up Volume 1 releases fall 2021. Boy loves girl, girl loves other boy, and then other boy thinks first boy loves him. It sounds very similar to Blue Flag.
Yeah.
Which is kind of like, okay. It actually sounds really similar to Blue Flag.
It kind of just sounds like a straight up cut and copy, like Blue Flag for me. Yeah. I think this is like a shoujo though. I think it's a shoujo twist on Blue Flag, but I'd rather just read Blue Flag from what this looks like, I'll be honest.
Yeah, I mean the cover looks cool. There's a lot of colors and stuff, but I'm gonna be honest, it doesn't sound original. Maybe it is, but I don't know.
I love Blue Flag, so I think that I'd rather just read Blue Flag. So.
Oh, we got Manga Unboxed here. Manga Unboxed, we already showed your most hyped release coming, the Animal Crossing one. I said that you and Base probably already hit up VIZ to try to get an early review copy. So hopefully that works out for you guys. Next announcement, we have Rosenblood Volume One. After an awful carriage accident, Stella awakens in a gothic mansion in the presence of 4 impossibly gorgeous vampires. That's a god-awful emoji choice that Viz used. That makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, that makes me very uncomfortable. I didn't notice that.
This is dope artwork though. This is like very Tokyo Ghoul kind of vibes.
I don't know if you've read it, but this gives me heavy Seraph the End vibes, just the art style. And this literally looks like a Gurren, who's like probably by far best character in Seraph the End. Probably one of the only good characters in Seraph the End, in my opinion. I like Seraph the End, but it's like the most 7 or 6.5 out of 7 I've ever read. But yeah, I'm not probably getting that. I'm probably not. It's just a reverse harem vampire series. It's a shoujo, so.
Nope. Next announcement, we have Pokemon Journeys. The series Volume 1 drops fall 2021. Ash is back and traveling the world with Go in all new adventures. I'm going to be honest with you, I don't think this is going to sell very well.
I hear that this... That's an amazing meme. That's an amazing meme. I think this is actually based off the anime for the most recent anime season of Pokemon for Sword and Shield. Because Go is a new character in Sword and Shield's anime. But I don't know why people would just get this and not get Adventures when Pokemon Adventures is probably just going to be better.
I think Viz might be getting a little ahead of themselves just because they're doing the perfect editions for the original Pokemon series, and that's probably selling decent because that's kind of one of those things where it's like people of all ages can buy that because it's also like a little more violent than the video games, so it's still interesting for like adults and stuff like that. But this one does not seem like it's going to be that, so this one's probably going to be like heavily targeted towards kids and stuff, and I just don't think it's going to sell that well in the US personally.
I don't either, to be honest. I read the first 2 volumes of Pokemon Adventures and I need more. I think it's great, to be honest, because it actually has a lot of strategy in it. It's very different from the games because, well, there's strategy in the games, but that's only at like pro level. If you look at like normal level with like the Pokemon games, you can just use one move and get through it. So
yeah,
I like the Adventures manga a lot, but I'm probably not picking this up because this just does not interest me. It looks like it's centered towards like 4-year-olds. I'm not trying to be rude here, but it does.
Yeah, no, it really does. It really does. It's facts. And then next we have Pokemon Pocket Comics Sun and Moon drops fall 2021. This new comic series contains puns and gags galore.
It's a 4 coma, I think.
No, it definitely looks like something like that. I don't think this is going to sell well at all. I think because you know what it is I think, like I said, I think VIZ is riding the Pokemon train, and Pokemon definitely, even right now, sells way better in Japan than it does in the US.
Yeah.
And you could probably stick something like this in, Japan manga store, and it'll sell well because they're way more into, Pokemon just in general than we are at this moment. And this is just, no.
Yeah, like I said earlier with the Hello Kitty thing, at this point, just give me a different manga. Like I said earlier, I've just been wanting Komodo Jihen, and it's been selling very well in Japan, so I'm like, maybe it will get announced here.
Yep.
But if it's not announced in summer, I'm not expecting it, and I felt like this would have been a better time than a gag manga from Pokemon.
But, yeah, I mean, I understand them trying to like release some stuff for different target audience, but I don't know if they needed to hit us with this double back-to-back releases.
I feel like they also like their release of these announcements were pretty bad, like ordering. I feel like they should have just tried building up to something, but they literally just gave us like all over the place, good, bad, good, bad, 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 good. It's just like,
yeah, I don't know. I guess it kind of keeps it interesting though, at least.
Yeah, it does. This one I'm hyped for so much.
Yes, the next one we have Burn the Witch Volume One. Kubo's exciting expansion of Bleach takes place in the western branch of Soul Society Reverse London, includes a special slipcase. This is actually really, really interesting because not only is it something that I know a lot of people have been kind of hoping for, but it also comes with a slipcase for a soft cover, which is not something that is common at all in the US. I can't even think of another series that's in English that has a slipcase that's not a hardcover.
I think there's only one, and that was Gate, but Gate actually stopped releasing at Volume 4, and it wasn't even a major printing company who did it.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually have this Japanese volume, and it's nice as hell. I really can't wait. As you guys might be able to tell, I'm a huge Bleach fan, just off the shirt. I've already read Burn the Witch, but I love it so much, and I cannot wait for this to come out. And I just want more manga of slipcovers in English, because slipcovers are sick. That's why I have some Japanese volumes, because I love slipcovers. So seeing this gives me a lot of hope for the future that we might get more manga with slipcovers. So yeah, I'm really hyped for this too.
Yeah, I mean, this is, I think even if you're not interested in this series, I think the fact this is coming with a slipcover is kind of, can definitely pave the way for some, like, more series to come with that.
Yeah.
Which is really, really sick. So,
and one thing that helps with this is you don't actually have to read all of Bleach to read Burn the Witch, because it has 0 reoccurring characters, and the only things that really occur that are kind of connecting is that there's a Soul Society in England instead of Japan, which has different captains and all that, and that they use the other power system outside of Zanpakuto's, which is, I always forget the name, I think it's like Kaido or something, which is basically like beams and stuff, which makes it so you can just read this without reading Bleach, and it's really fun. I really like the characters. It's just a fun read. So
yeah, so you don't have to read Bleach to be able to like enjoy this.
No, you do not. You really don't.
Yeah, but you'd probably enjoy it a little more if you did happen to read Bleach.
Oh yeah, you definitely would if you've read Bleach, because it does have a lot of Bleach vibes. Of course it will, because it's like, the same world, but you don't even have to. It's just a fun ride.
Yeah. Next we have Deserter, Junji Ito's story collection drops fall 2021. An ever-increasing malice, a mind-numbing terror, the seeds of horror are sown in this collection of the renowned mangaka's early works. So this is interesting only because it's early works, and even if you look at these characters, you can tell it's some of his early works. This is actually probably more interesting to me than his newer stuff that comes out, only because his characters, you can tell there's definitely some familiar, they're still familiar to his newer characters and how they're drawn, but at least they don't look exactly the same, which is kind of the issue I have with some of his newer stuff. Also, there's people, and I don't know about this one, but I know there's a lot of people who have been waiting a long time for some of his short stories to release, and none of the books so far has come with those stories. So I wonder if this one does actually contain some of those stories. Hopefully it's not too confusing, but basically there's some stuff that he hasn't released yet that is apparently really, really good. So maybe this is it. I don't know.
I'll be honest. One thing that caught my eye before the actual manga, because if any of you know me, I don't like Junji Ito, was the first thing that came up on the side with the Ichigo profile picture memes. And not like Ichigo Kurosaki from Bleach. I mean the actual Twitter guy who kept saying the Jujutsu Kaisen light novels. That meme just got me. I'm sorry. And then I saw Uchishelf's like name right under it, and I'm like, oh. But yeah.
No, it's great.
That meme, just seeing all the memes of him was amazing. I basically saw all these announcements. Like I had the notification of when VIZ tweeted on my phone, and I literally just kept seeing it right away, like as these tweets were made. That was like the first response was like this guy saying, "Give us Jujutsu Kaisen light novels," and it was so funny. One of the funniest memes of that day.
No, that's great, and it evolves. Like after every post, it evolves. Even if the guy doesn't comment, it's like the memes just keep dropping.
Because each one has more time to get even more.
Yep. So. I think. Was that all the announcements? It says it's all the announcements.
Yeah, I think it had 20, if I'm not mistaken. So
yeah. So I imagine, I don't know. What are you more excited for, Burn the Witch or Kaiju number 8?
Okay, so if you don't know me, I've read both, and I actually think Kaiju will be something insane. Mm-hmm. I've read all the chapters so far, and I think it has the chance of being one of the biggest manga in the West easily. So I'm really hyped for that. But as a Bleach fan, it's kind of hard for me to choose. Mm-hmm. But I would probably say Kaiju, because Kaiju has been one of the funnest things for me to read. Every chapter, I'm just like, I'm wait every week for every chapter. And when I know it's a color page chapter, I'm kind of depressed. But I'm like, these color pages are sick. And I get new phone backgrounds. So it doesn't really bother me. But I think Kaiju is so good. I really recommend anyone who likes shonen to definitely check out Kaiju. So... And it was like, I was not expecting it in this announcement. I kind of expected it would be for like summer, not this one. Because they do like every season, they'll announce like, you know, like this one's a fall 2021. They would be doing the winter 2022 announcements in summer. I was gonna expect that, but this came way too early. So for me, and I'm really hyped for it.
Yeah, I think my favorite announcement is probably Kaiju number 8. Just because, like I said, I read the first couple chapters, made a video, and then like didn't read anything else because I wanted to wait for the physicals, and I kind of accepted that like the physicals probably weren't coming for a while. So the fact they're coming in fall 2021 is pretty hype.
Yeah, I mean, I think Kaiju number 8 with one volume alone in 2020. Well, it was like, and that was like in December 2022. It wasn't even just like very late 2020, very early 2020. Was already pushing the top 50 manga sales for like the whole year 2020 with one volume in 1 month, which is just insane. And it really does deserve it. The manga is something spectacular in my mind, and the arc they're currently going in is insane. Every single twist and turn is so great to see, and it's kind of like a mystery involved with like a battle shonen, and it's really enjoyable to see that. Yeah. Plus, the second chapter, I don't know how, but it's 40 pages, which is just insane to me.
Oh yeah, I think I remember you saying that.
Because like it's a weekly series, and the first chapter of every series is always 55 to 50 pages, and the second chapter had 40, and I'm like, this is a weekly series, how? But yeah, it's so hype. I love it.
Yeah. So Callum said Kaiju is coming at a right time. It could keep the Godzilla / Kaiju hype continuing. I think that's definitely true. I think, you know, I mean, what is it? It's like Godzilla versus King Kong coming out.
Yeah.
And, you know, if that does well, I think that definitely is going to push some influence also. It really just depends, like, because some people kind of will talk about how, like, Kaiju's not as, like, just big monsters in general are not as popular in the US as it is in Japan. But I feel like Kaiju number 8's a little different. I think if people try it out and read it, they'll realize it's it's really good, and it's not just like, well, I mean, I actually can't say this for a fact, but it doesn't seem like it's just like this basic, monster fighting manga.
Oh, no.
It's definitely a lot better and a lot deeper than that.
Yeah, it's not really just let's go kill the kaiju. It actually has like a lot of psychological things in it and mystery in it, which makes it super interesting and unique. And also, all the kaiju aren't really like ginormous. They do very much vary in size. There are the ginormous ones, but it's really interesting. And I love the main character of Kafka too. So it's just a very enjoyable series and a very great twist on the kind of genre of kaiju, in my opinion.
Yep. And then, so Prom said Kodansha announcements. We are delaying Vinland Saga 12 for 2 more years. That is all.
Is it in October 2021 now instead of like April?
I don't know. Did they delay it even more?
Yeah, they delayed it again. It's in October, I think.
Oh, God.
But like
That's
they've had
terrible.
volume 23 and 20. I think it's 23, 22 is getting. Isn't it that one that volume 12 is having 23, 24 or something like that? Those 2 volumes. They've been out in Japan, I think, for a while. I don't know why it's not getting it.
Are we still missing one of those volumes? I think we have one of those volumes. I don't think we have the other one though.
I think they might have 23, but might not have 24, and that's why they're delaying it. Because I know the manga who does it sometimes takes hiatuses. Mm-hmm. I won't be surprised. Yeah, it is October now. A bunch of people saying in the chat. Fox said when? What?
Let's see. Oh, Jake the Pog box set one.
Yeah, I was so.
Are you having your own box set?
I don't know. I'm so confused. Am I having my own box set? If not, if I am, that's kind of Pog. I'd be hyped.
Kong and Godzilla going to box for the first half, then team up to fight someone stronger.
That's true.
Well, we're going to see. King Kong's definitely a lot bigger than he was in the movie. God, that was a long time ago, actually. Now that I'm thinking about it, it's probably I think 10 years ago, maybe.
Yeah, I remember that a while ago. I was young when I watched that.
One of the first movies that came out in the theaters, at least around that time. That was like 3 hours plus, which is crazy. But I remember watching that. I loved it.
Yeah, I liked that movie a lot, but I was also like very young. So,
Jake, DM him your address, and he'll draw you a box set.
I'm sorry, but my address is not going out there.
Let's see. Oh, also, for anyone who doesn't know, I have a giveaway on my channel. Just uploaded that today. Most of you guys probably have seen it, but just in case you haven't, Manga and Box also has a giveaway if you want to check out his channel.
Yeah, but who's going to check out Manga and Box here? Come on. I'm kidding.
Let's see. I love Jake the Pog manga when he kills a family over Doro.
Whoa. I get it. I waited. I'm being mentioned a lot in this chat, and I get it. I haven't had Doro in like 7 months, but I'm not going to kill a family for it.
Hey, East Coast Manga, rig the giveaway. I want manga. Listen, if there was 2 people I'd rig the giveaway for, it'd be you and it'd be Will. So you guys got it. You guys just need to decide which one wants the right stuff, which one wants the Amazon.
All these people asking me when I'm getting a P.O. box. Never, okay?
Bruh.
East, I put something in there, but I was so tempted to send you a last fall, like changing my order.
Yep.
And just like I was about to cancel my Amazon order for it and just make it the last volume of the series just to annoy you. I was so tempted. And then like an hour later it shipped and I was like, I'm too late now.
Do you know anything about this, Jake? Mortal Kombat movie?
I do not know anything about that. I'm not really a big Mortal Kombat guy. I played Mortal Kombat once and I played Liu Kang and spammed the same move against my friend, and that's all I did. So
I'm not too familiar either.
Oh, now Prom's asking for my OnlyFans? Wow, Prom, wow. Wow, whoa. Everyone's asking me for everything now. I'm sending East Volume 6 of a BL.
About to send East some Peppa Pig. Hey, listen, I already got a bunch of Peppa Pig stuff, okay?
I sent East a good thing in his P.O. box. I shouldn't have, though. I sent him something not as good, but in his unboxing video coming up, but I
We'll
can't
see.
wait. I can't wait to see your opinion on that, East. I can't wait for you to read that.
Yo, prom wilding out right now.
I'm gonna send East Anthrax.
Bro.
I'm about to send East Duncorn.
Ooh, hold on. About to send East some
What's
corn. I imagine you meant some corn.
I was like Duncorn. What the hell is that?
Mm,
Small comic can't possibly be worse than the second movie. It's a good one.
what's a good manga that's easy to read, the opposite of something like Chainsaw Man?
Gone.
Is Chainsaw Man hard to read?
I've only read the first volume, but it feels like it's not terrible. It might be like the paneling, how they do their panels might be kind of hard to read.
Yeah.
That might be why.
What's easy? I mean, it kind of depends on what you're into.
What if you just don't want to read and you get Gone?
That's true. Gone has no words in it, so it's
Not
pretty
a singular word.
pretty easy to read.
Hmm.
You know, he's capping.
Did you guys hear Code on her?
My manga academia is capping.
Can we just talk about how you almost got trolled by the Kingdom announcement by the fake VIZ?
Oh, yeah. Well, actually, I blocked that account, so I can't even show it. But basically what happened was there was a Uchu shelf, and I think On the Shelf liked it, or like a bunch of people I follow liked it. So it showed up on my home screen. It had the VIZ logo. It said something like VIZ over here, but there was like an underscore, which I didn't see till after. And what did I do? I got back in from shoveling yesterday, and they had this like beautiful looking Kingdom announcement, and I'm like, yo, no way. Hopped on Discord real quick. I'm like, Jake, have you heard about this announcement? And he's like, it's fake. And as he's saying that, I'm clicking on it, and I'm like, Twitter just said that basically the account was in like quarantine, or like I don't know. It was having issue because everyone was reporting it. And I'm like, oh, fantastic.
It was so funny.
It was a clean-looking announcement.
It was a nice-looking announcement, but I remember Base sending it inside your Discord like way earlier in the day, and then I'm like, I looked at it, and I'm like, oh, that's fake. That's true.
Well, yeah. Well, as soon as I said that too, I looked at it. It said posted at 1 p.m. I'm like, there's no way this is real now. Oh my god, because I've already been talking about it if it was real, and sent at 1 p.m. It was like, I don't know, probably 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock at that time. No, we got trolled.
The only way they would ever do that is if they made Death Note all in one for that and just made it 12 in one.
Yep. One Punch Manga said, what is the message at the bottom of the screen? It's this message. I can click on people's message.
Can I do it? I want to try it. Oh, I can't.
Nah.
Aw.
Let's see.
Can't wait for the big post.
Who's excited for Ichigo versus Viz Media?
What if Ichigo just like somehow is just like the creator of his media and trying to make a meme so then like the announcements were bigger? Since everyone would be like, yo, do you see the meme on the Viz announcements?
No,
that's like the whole thing about it.
Forced Death said, watch Tokyo Pop actually make a Cory in the House manga. I'd buy it.
I would 100% buy it. Wasn't it a Mal for a while too?
Yep. No, I'd be hyped. I'm so like disgusted that Mal took it off.
Same.
It's for the culture, and they shouldn't have done that.
I just noticed this. I just noticed how much Viz is like pushing Zom 100. Thinking about it, it's their banner. They have like 3 posts about it. They made Red Stuff post about it. I heard it's really good. So,
what do you guys think of the Zom 100 manga? If anyone's read it so far,
I know it's like a comedy. It's a zombie comedy about like this guy who's a bucket list, of course, and it's like 100 things on his bucket list, and he's trying to get it all done during a zombie apocalypse. But like, I heard it's really good, but I'm probably gonna pick it up. It's a Viz sig too, so.
Random Chan said, are you guys manga readers only, or do you watch anime too? I'm primarily manga. I don't really watch too much anime, but Jake does. Jake watches a decent amount of anime.
I think I've not watched anime for a little bit though, because like, I watched everything I really wanted to watch, but I watch some anime now. Like, I'm not really watching much this season, but I'm watching some. I'm waiting for most of the stuff to end though, like Wonder Egg Priority. I'm waiting for that to end because I heard it's really good, stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know about this series.
Is on 100?
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna get it, but I don't know.
What is it? Is it just a regular volume? It's not a
It's a
VIZ
SIG. No, it is
Oh,
a
it is a
SIG.
SIG. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it looks really nice, and I heard the artwork's really good.
Yeah.
Plus, I think 100 Sec said it's like really good. He was reading it in VC with us like earlier.
Yep.
And yeah, I'm probably gonna get it.
I always love when VIZ pictures like this. I don't know why. It just makes the manga look like so much better. Like,
It really is.
Like almost looks like a hardcover or something like that.
Yeah. They did it, the only time I didn't like it is when they did it with Fist of the North Star because it was a hardcover, but it didn't look like a hardcover.
Oh yeah.
That was the only time I didn't like it, but like I liked what they did with Undead Luck. That was a really nice looking one when they did it with that.
Yeah. Dang, there's so much Gintama slander in the chat right now.
Whoa. I've watched a lot of Gintama. That's heat, okay? Gintama is so good, okay?
There's so much slander. Oh my gosh.
For everyone who's hating on Gintama, stop it. Get some help. Please. Oh, Drew's back from being on timeout.
Drew is back.
Yeah.
So Manga and Box had something to tell you. I don't know if that's
Sakamoto Days is gonna get English release before the Japanese release. It's confirmed. Sakamoto Days is a very good manga. I think we talked about it in the podcast, the Rocket Talk podcast, and J-Dog mentioned it, but he took it from me because I wanted to talk about it, but J-Dog said, no, you got Kaiju, I'm gonna get this. And basically it's kind of like Mob Psycho, but if the teacher was the overpowered one, and like the student still has like teleconnect powers, but it's like super interesting, and it's like a very funny comedy, and it's really popular in Japan. So I would not be surprised if it got announced for the summer announcements, because volume 1's coming out in March, and I feel like it's gonna be blown up. It's gonna blow up in Japan. So
interesting.
It's really good. I read like 4 things weekly. It's like Black Clover, Kaiju, Sakamoto Days, and now 9 Dragons Ball Parade. They're all really good.
Mm-hmm.
They're all really fun.
Yeah, it's facts. Kai Toki is going to be disappointed in everyone.
Yeah, Toki's already disappointed in you guys. Very disappointed in you guys. But he's not disappointed in Cobb, because Cobb said Gintama was top 3 shonen.
He does. He does.
So he's gonna be pretty happy in you, Cobb. Then Box went shopping today. That's hype.
Did he?
Yeah, he just said, I went shopping today. What did you get on Box? Did you get manga? Did you get manga?
I think he went and got a soda or something.
Yeah, maybe. Maybe he used all of his shoveling money on getting a t-shirt that says, I hate Naruto on it.
I feel like that would be a t-shirt for you.
Maybe he was getting it as a gift from me. Oh, no, he definitely got an Animal Crossing long sleeve that had like every villager going down the sleeves.
So tell me this would not be hilarious, though, if they did this, but it was like just dark. Like it was like dark and like scary and like everything you would not expect an Animal Crossing manga to be like. Like these are all just, like they're all just savages. I think that'd be so funny.
I actually would get that if like
100%.
It's the main character villager and like at night they all turn evil and try killing him, and he has 100%. To learn how to survive by using his villager abilities. I would actually like kind of enjoy that. That actually sounds really interesting.
Animal Crossing slander is not tolerated. That's facts. No slander. No slandering Animal Crossing.
I've never played it, but what if my first experience with Animal Crossing is the manga?
Have you never played it before?
Nope, not a singular minute. I'm actually tempted to never play it just so I can get this manga and have my first actual taste of Animal Crossing through a manga.
You never even played the old one?
Nope, not a singular minute. I've never even touched the Animal Crossing franchise.
Dang.
Yeah, I know.
That's, wait, this is already in Japan. I wonder how it's sold. It must have sold pretty decent.
I mean, Jump has a whole different magazine for like games, like manga based off games, and that's the one that Boruto and Dragon Ball Super are in. I don't know why, but they are.
I was just gonna say, hold on, where's the comment? Look what Prompt said. All right, I'm gonna go watch the new AOT episode. Peace out, y'all. I was gonna say something that I'm like, I forgot to say it, and then he posted. Where is it?
Fuck, it's sad.
Oh, he's probably
Rip
so disappointed right now.
Prom, that's a major rip right there.
I was gonna I was gonna say like I don't know, maybe he has like some illegal website that just like gets him a day early or something. But
that's a major rip.
Dang.
I haven't even watched like much of the new season because I watched the first episode of the new season. I didn't hate the CGI or anything that the Mappa has put on it. It's just I just want to read ahead, and I just read to like chapter 130 now. I'm still reading, but
For what series?
Attack on Titan. I'm almost up to date
gotcha.
on it now. It's really good. It's really good. I'm not gonna spoil anything, of course, but it's so good.
All right, cool. I think probably gonna end off here. Just want to do an hour, and yeah, if you guys are, I mean, most of you guys are probably already subbed to Jake, but if you're not subbed to Jake, his link's in the description. If you guys want to see more streams like this, definitely split it up. Tell Prom that he needs to maybe get on stream next weekend. And
and
yeah,
the
Jake, you want to say anything before we cut out?
Sub to me, Prom, get a calendar so you know when's a Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's all I have to say.
My man Prom struggling with the calendar and Roman numerals. All right, see you guys.
See you.